Surah An-Nahl 1642 tells us, as for those who immigrated in the cause of Allah after being persecuted, we will surely bless them with a good home in this world.
The problem that we are having right now is we are importing people who are telling us, quite literally telling us, that they are here to take over, not to fold into the fabric of America, not to be part of the melting pot of America, not to thank God, to get on their knees and thank God they live in the freest place in the world. They are coming here to tell us that they will use our system against us until they are ruling. But don't take my word for it. Here is an Imam, an Islamic Imam, in Texas. Brandon Gill is a representative in Texas. Well, you tell me what you would do if this guy's in Texas. What should Texas do?
The election of somebody like Mamdani, it is a game changer. We need somebody like Mamdani to be the mayor of New York. And that is a victory for the ummah. I'm jumping the gun here, but this is one of the narrow-mindedness I need to break here. And the guy tried, not once, not twice, 8 times to shut our project down. I don't want to go into all the details because of time. He failed miserably at every single level, and the project is still going full steam ahead. Our biggest weakness is our percentage in this country. We are very disadvantaged. By the way, this is only in this country. Sweden, 10% Muslim. Oslo, Norway, 10% Muslim. Oslo, of all places. Vienna, the Ottoman Turks tried 200 years, they couldn't do anything. Vienna is 10% Muslim, mashallah, tabarakallah. 10% Muslim. England, London, it is estimated 20%.
So what do we do? They're telling us this guy is supposedly an American running a mosque. I don't know what sort of religious values people are learning from this guy, but he's telling you, oh, we will take over like we've taken over in these other places. He's very proud that Sweden is less Swedish. He's very proud that London is now 20% Muslim. And as I keep saying, Buckingham Palace will be run by jihadists in 20 years. Do you want that in America? And what are we supposed to do, right? Like, we have the First Amendment, and you have right to conscience, and you have right to assembly. We have these things, and our freedoms are now being used against us, and it's being ushered in via illegal immigration, via the education system that's teaching us that we're fundamentally bad, and these people who are just saying, we're just going to outbreed them, and we are going to win. And they're kind of right. Now, he's very proud about Zohran Mamdani, who has only been mayor for a little over a month at this point, and it is getting worse by the moment. I'm going to blow your mind in just a second. We're going to first show you Mamdani, this is just over the last couple days, talking about how he will continue to fight ICE, and watch him quoting the Quran and suddenly speaking in Arabic, which I don't remember him doing that much of when he was running, but okay.
We will make it clear once again that ICE will not be able to enter New York City property without a judicial warrant. That means our schools, our shelters, and our hospitals. That means we will protect New Yorkers' private data from being unlawfully accessed by the federal government and stand firmly against any effort to intrude on our privacy. The story of the Hijra reminds us that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was a stranger too, who fled Mecca and was welcomed in Medina. Surah An-Nahl 1642 tells us, as for those who immigrated in the cause of Allah after being persecuted, we will surely bless them with a good home in this world. Or as the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, Islam began as something strange and will go back to being strange. So glad tidings to the strangers.
I seriously could barf listening to this as someone that spent most of my formative years in New York City and was there for 9/11 and everything else. He is there to Islamize the city and destroy the city. They ushering it in with communism, sold with a smile, and you can see what he's actually ushering in. Now you might say, Dave, this is just over the top, and so what? So what? He's mentioning the Quran, and he swore in on the Quran and everything else. The Quran, which by the way means to submit. So is he submitting to the Constitution of the United States, or is he submitting to the will of Allah? You tell me. But all right, he told an interesting story about Mecca and Medina right there. Benjamin Weingarten, who works at the Federalist, he wrote this to clean it up a little bit. And you tell me what's going on here. Mamdani invokes the Hijra to justify his open borders policy. The Hijra literally refers to the journey of Muhammad and his followers from Mecca to Medina. That's what Mamdani was saying. At Mecca, they were unsuccessful in their efforts to peacefully Islamize via dawah. When they got to Medina, they transitioned to violent jihad to forcibly convert non-believers, and just years later, Muhammad's army would conquer Mecca. Screenshot herein shows how one Islamic scholar describes it. Meanwhile, Hijra is understood today as a form of jihad by immigration that leads to Islamization of non-Islamic lands, including through refugee resettlement. I believe this might be the most perfect example of telling us the quiet part out loud. They are here to destroy America. They are going to destroy New York City. I see no way that they stop him at this point. And guess what, Texas, you got a huge problem. And by the way, we have problems with these mosques in Florida too. What are we going to do?